matchup we have for you. Part of what makes this the best sport in the world, a rivalry game. A time where no matter what the record or the season outlook, a win in this one solves all problems and gets you those valuable bragging rights. No home field advantage in this one, just a great stage for a neutral site showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Navy Midshipmen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
The Notre Dame head coach told me before the game, this wide receiver has been unstoppable all season. He will be a huge part of their game plan today. The quarterback might be young, but they have put some things into their offensive game plan to make sure they're able to get the ball to their star player. He's been tearing up defenses all season long. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Navy's offense will start this game off with the football. These rivalry games can really get the blood pumping, and we'll see who can manage their emotions best early.
Everyone's been waiting for this game, right? You know, both of these teams have had this game circled all the way back to the beginning of the offseason, so you got to be able to play under control.
With passion, with energy, with hatred, because it's a rivalry game, but keep your emotions in check and making sure I'm controlling what I can control.
Gets the back moving. On the option. Keeps it on the option. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. He pulled it and kept it on the option, but he couldn't keep it away from the defense.
I think the QB made the right decision not to pitch it. He needs to do a better job with ball security. The defense, they were able to get swarm to him quickly and dislodge the football from his body.
That is just what the doctor ordered for any offense to start a drive, first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on second.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. No running room at all, and he barely makes it back to the line of scrimmage. It's third and goal. Trying to pick up a first down. Carr from the gun on third down. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Put 6 on the board. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Midshipmen will get things going here on offense. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You got to execute and you got to lock in.
Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. I'm sure you guys saw a great pickup in the backfield. 3-star running back gave a verbal last week. And getting good talent like this is really what programs at this level need to thrive on.
It's pivotal, Reese. And now you got a big commitment at the running back spot with those 3 stars. And now you start to build a class around him. Get everybody else excited. This is how you build a program.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Navy will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he... Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Play action, C.J. Carr. Going downfield for the big play. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Well, that didn't take long. I mean, they started off this drive with great field position, and that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. They'll run the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
Man, this is why you practice 5 points of pressure with the football. You cannot put the ball on the ground. Doesn't matter how many defenders are around you or how hard you get hit. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win games.
Quarterback may change this route. Blasted as he lets it go. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's Carr to throw. Oh, they're after him. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
That's some pretty sticky coverage right there, man. You play that man-to-man coverage and you have those out-breaking routes. I tell you what, you got to kind of be careful as a QB how much you want to attack that, especially when the coverage is so tight. He does a good job staying glued to the...
Going for it all. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. So now on comes the field goal unit. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll bring it back looking for help. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. This is a designed run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know the offense was watching film, and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not working right now. They've already given up a sack here early in the game.
Knocked down immediately. They tried to surprise him on third and long with the run, and nothing doing. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He only needs a sliver of daylight. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Irish. Special teams proving to be special. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. A dynamic, explosive return. The sliver of daylight exploding through it, just vaporizing and reappearing on the other side and housing it.
And punt returners are so quick. You can play touch football in an elevator with them and lose. You can't even get your hand on those. So quick, so elusive. Does such a great job making people miss, but still going full speed up the field to get all the way to the end zone and score the TD.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Bryant. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Hand off to the fullback. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so... just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin them deep. Makes the grab at the 10. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Here come the Irish back on offense. This is just what they wanted. A quick start, a 17-0 lead, and now they have the ball back. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Tight end now in motion. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Takes a hit as he fires. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Well, everything was going so well for this team early here in this game, and now all of a sudden they get a critical mistake. And you know how college football, David, is about momentum. What is their defense going to be able to do here now when they take it?
You're right, man. The momentum swings so fast, and now this defense's job is to go out and stop them, right? Like, we made a mistake, you huddle the guys up, sudden change, be aware they might take a shot down the field, but let's grab the momentum right back.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball off.
Bounced off his feet. And they don't want to waste this great field position here on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Woodson. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. So they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. He's got it, showing off that big leg from 47 yards out. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle.
Number 68, set to kick it off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Running inside. It's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. At the 30. 10. All the way. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Navy offense sails out, ready to go to work. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Sends it back in motion. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a man. It's Woodson. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this was one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Surprisingly makes a fair catch. Inside the 40-yard line. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to run it. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake. Got his man on the right.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
To the air on second down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Walton. He's loose. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the Morbid trip to the house. On to attempt the try. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Offense in a split backfield. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
They'll send the back in motion. To throw, it's Woodson. Takes the easy one to the back. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Bunch formation for these receivers. The run inside. It's Mobley. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Catch in the middle. It's Perez. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. They've got a little more work to do after that holding call. It's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Unloads to the wideout. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds a man in the middle. And he's finally stopped. A huge pickup on the play, and what a way to carry things into the 2-minute timeout. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Wants to throw it again. With the catch, it's Mobley. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. A great catch and run for 6. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the run, it's Bryant. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Navy quick to the line.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they just...
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Navy will have to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Hauls it in, looking for space. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Walton. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on 2nd and short. Back to pass. Moving out to the right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. A solid pickup, and he goes out of bounds at the 30. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. From the gun. Here's the pressure. And he never had a chance. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. The first down sack pushes the ball back for this long 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. That's caught. It's Flanagan. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Escapes the pressure going right. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, week 9, kind of a week where we separate the pretenders from the contenders here on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin our coverage with Alabama, taking on the number 3 team, the Texas Longhorns.
They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be stopped. The return gets it out across the 25, stopped at the 26. Before we kick off the second half, Holly Rowe, what do you have?
Guys, I caught up with the Fighting Irish head coach coming out of the locker room at the half. He said his reminder to his team in the locker room is we are a team in playoff contention, but we have to take care of business now. Even though it's a blowout, even though they've got a big lead, they cannot be satisfied. He said, we have to prove we're the kind of team that can close out games when we've got the lead. See if they can do it here to start the third.
Holly, thank you. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they cell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. Last completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. A designed run for the quarterback. Knocked out way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Walton. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Walton. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And we saw the tape coming into this football game, and we knew he was kind of hot, right? Like, he had over 100 yards rushing last week, now over 100 again in a rivalry game. It feels like deja vu. And this defense has got to be like, man, not again. Like, getting beat up again in a big-time matchup with all the adrenaline, all the attention. A lot of disappointment on that defensive side.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Notre Dame comes to the line, that last completion, giving them a fresh set of downs. From the gun. Going for 6. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent, this one's over.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass.
Number 35, set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Navy offense ready to go on the attack. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wide receiver going in motion. Now on the move. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Looking downfield, it's Woodson. Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. The short hands, it's Flanagan. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the 2nd half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Big 1st down sack for the defense. Brings up 2nd down. Running inside. It's Mobley. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the 3rd quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
The Irish send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return.
And that is why this punter is such a big weapon. He can completely flip the field. He's got a cannon for a leg. That was a moonshot. They were able to get downfield, and now this offense, they've got a lot of work to do if they're going to score.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. To the air, it's Woodson. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give on the option. Runs into a wall. They'll give him 1 out to the 8. The midshipmen come to the line facing 3rd and short. With this game all but decided, let's take a minute here as we get later in the season to look at the Heisman Trophy race. Will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll go right back to him. Here's a little room there. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a first down at the 22. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Goes to the option. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now. Here's second and long. Now on the option. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Navy will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here come the Irish back on offense. On the ground, it's Osborne. There he goes. The 20. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Notre Dame! They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long, or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. On the option. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. The midshipmen could get really aggressive here on second and short. Going with the ground game left. Maybe a crease. Past the 50. The 30. The 20. To the house. Touchdown, midshipmen.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Buying some time as he moves left. Finds his big tight end. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. The run inside. It's Osborne. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Jumped on top of the pile.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll give it to Robinson. Finding some room. The 50. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift. A late touchdown.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Notre Dame, 55. Navy, 17.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Going to the ground. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. He wants to change this route. Looking to pass. It's Hebert. And his first pass is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
Catches it cleanly at the 20. They stop him immediately, flying down the field and get to him before he can even get started. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. Quarterback keeper. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And I think this offense is all but surrendered, right? Like they're down so much. They need to be throwing the football if they want to score a bunch of points to get back in this game. But they got to find something moving forward, man. This was a rough day. This was not a great offensive performance. They got to bounce back the next opportunity, the next moment. Because today, it was not a good day.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you